If you're a small business owner who feels like you're doing everything yourself, you're not alone. The emails, customer support, social media, they eat up your entire day. And the truth is, most of that stuff doesn't even grow your business, it just keeps it running. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how to find, hire, and manage a virtual assistant without using an agency so you can finally offload the busy work and focus on the things that actually move your business forward. A virtual assistant or a VA is a remote worker who helps you with tasks that can be done online. They function like in-house employees, but since they work remote, you can hire them anywhere in the world. Common locations for VAs include the Philippines, India, and Latin America. They can handle a wide range of tasks including bookkeeping, website development, graphic design, video editing, SEO, etc. Essentially, if a task can be done online, there's a virtual assistant who can do it for you. No matter how productive you are, there's only so much you can do in a day. If you're spending hours on repetitive tasks instead of focusing on business growth, you're holding yourself back. Most successful entrepreneurs and business owners don't do everything themselves, they delegate. So instead of wasting your time, you could be growing your business, landing new clients, or just taking a breather and having a better work-life balance. Hiring a VA is how smart business owners buy back their time. Hiring a virtual assistant can honestly be life-changing, but where you hire from makes all the difference. One of the best countries to find high-quality VAs, and what I recommend, is the Philippines. First, the cost savings are huge. Because their cost of living is significantly less than countries like the US, you can hire talented professionals at a fraction of the cost without sacrificing on quality. It's a win-win since they often earn a lot more than they would through local employment. They're also fluent in English, which makes communication smooth and easy. In fact, English is the second official language in the Philippines, and they consistently rank among the top countries for English as a second language. So you're not just getting someone who can speak English, you're getting someone who's been using it since childhood. And maybe most importantly, they have a strong work ethic. Filipino workers are known for being loyal, hardworking, and committed to doing a great job. So by outsourcing to the Philippines, you're not only saving money, you're saving time and setting your business up to grow faster. So before you rush into hiring a VA though, you need to get clear on what you actually need help with. The biggest mistake people make is hiring a VA without a plan, then getting frustrated when the assistant doesn't meet expectations. So start by listing everything you do in your business, daily, weekly, and monthly. Then highlight tasks that take a lot of your time, doesn't grow your business, or you just don't enjoy. Those are the first things that you need to delegate. And finally, think about the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of what you do. So focus on those high-impact tasks and then delegate the rest. The key is to start with tasks you already know how to do yourself. This way, you can train your VA efficiently and ensure the work meets your standards. Once you have a clear list of what you want to outsource, you're ready to find the right VA for the job. But not all virtual assistants are the same. Some are generalists who can handle simple, repetitive tasks, while others are specialists who can bring high-value skills to your business. The key to hiring the right VA is knowing when to hire a junior-level assistant versus a mid to senior-level professional. Hiring a junior-level VA is best for tasks you already know how to do, and you can easily train someone to replicate. Example tasks for junior VAs are data entry and research, customer support, product listing for e-commerce, scheduling and calendar management, social media posting, and lead generation. Hiring a mid to senior level VA is best when you need someone with a specialized skill and need an expert from day one. Example roles for mid to senior VAs are web developers, SEO specialists, graphic designers, video editors, project managers, and copywriters. Here are the average rates for junior, mid, and senior virtual assistants in the Philippines based on different roles, so feel free to pause the video and take a closer look. And if you want all this info in one place, you can download my free ebook, The Outsourcing Accelerator. Link is in the description below. So now that you know exactly what kind of virtual assistant you need, the next big question is, where do you find one? The two main ways to hire a virtual assistant is using an agency and hiring directly. I believe the best way to find a VA is by hiring directly, meaning you just post a job, receive applications, and choose the best candidate yourself. This can save you tons of money every single month. Agencies often mark up the VA's rate. You might be paying $12 an hour, but the VA is only getting $6, and the agency is pocketing the rest. And on top of that, you're usually paying monthly fees just to keep working with your VA, so in a way, you're kind of renting them instead of building your own team. Hiring direct means you pay for what the VA actually charges and avoid the ongoing middleman fees every single month. So if you want to save money and have more control and build a stronger team, definitely go direct. If you do choose to hire directly, the best platform I recommend is RemoteWork.ph. They offer a free plan where you can post up to 5 jobs and get up to 15 applicants per post. It's a great way to test the waters and see who's out there without paying anything upfront. But you will have to subscribe to a paid plan if you want to start messaging the applicants and actually hire someone. The standard plan is only $49 a month, which gives you up to 200 applicants per job post, the ability to reply to these applicants, and you can also browse through thousands of profiles yourself and message them directly. There are no contracts, so once you find the right VA, you can cancel your subscription, and from then on, you're only paying the VA directly. No ongoing platform fees and no agency cuts. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try it out risk-free. And in a bit, I'll show you exactly how to manage your VA once you've already hired them. So now that you know what kind of VA you're looking for, it's time to write a job post that brings in the right people. A clear, detailed job post will save you time by attracting serious applicants and filtering out the ones who aren't a fit. Here's what you need to include. The first is job title and responsibilities. Be specific about what they'll do. So for example, VA for social media and customer support is better than just writing virtual assistant. The next is required skills and experience. Mention any tools and software or past experience that they may need for the job. Third is salary range and work schedule. Be upfront about pay, hours, and if you need them in a certain time zone. And the fourth is a secret word. This one's really important when filtering through applicants. So you can add a small instruction like include the word Eagle in your subject line. So when the applicants come in, you can quickly scan for the ones who followed the instruction and ignore the ones who didn't. This shows you who's actually reading your post, who pays attention to detail, and helps you avoid those who are just mass applying to every job that they see. It's a simple trick, but it saves you a ton of time. And then once you post your job, you might get a flood of applications. So instead of going through every single one, here's a quick system to find the best candidates fast. Step 1 is to filter applications. Start by eliminating anyone who didn't follow instructions, like not including your secret word in the subject line like we mentioned earlier. Focus on applicants with relevant experience. If you ask for Shopify skills and they don't mention it in their profile, you might want to move on. Step 2 is to shortlist your top 5 to 10 candidates based on their skills, experience, and how well they followed your instructions. Step 3 is to do a quick video interview. You can schedule a short call using Zoom or Google Meet. This helps you get a feel for their personality, professionalism, and communication style. Ask simple questions like, what's your experience with the specific skill you're looking for? Any previous work that's similar? What hours do they prefer working? And are they currently working for anyone else? Make sure to take notes during each interview so you remember who stood out and who raised red flags. Step 4 is to make your final decision and onboard them. So once you've interviewed your top picks, choose the best fit and start onboarding. I recommend a 2-week trial period to make sure it's a good match for both of you. It helps reduce risk and sets you up for long-term success. Hiring a VA is just the beginning though. To get the most out of the relationship, you need to train and manage them well. Think of training as an investment, not an expense. A well-trained VA can handle tasks just like you would, giving you more time to focus on growing your business. Here's how to make it simple. Use task management tools like Trello and Asana to stay organized. Record video tutorials using Loom so they can rewatch instructions anytime. And create SOPs, which stands for Standard Operating Procedures. These are step-by-step guides for repeat tasks to keep everything consistent. And above all, communication is key. Many Filipinos are polite and respectful, which is great, but they might hesitate to ask questions or speak up if they're unsure. So create a safe, supportive space where they feel comfortable communicating. And then when giving feedback, be kind and clear. You're not criticizing, you're helping them improve. And when they're doing well, make sure you acknowledge it. I also recommend having your VA send a quick daily report. This can include things like what they've worked on, what they finished, and any issues that they ran into. It keeps things on track and helps you catch small problems before they become big ones. So once you've hired and already started working with your VA, the next step is figuring out how to pay them. The platform I personally recommend is wise.com. It's easy to use, has low fees, and offers great exchange rates. I use it for all my VAs, and most virtual assistants in the Philippines are already familiar with it. There are other options too, like PayPal, Payoneer, and Western Union. You can also ask your VA what they prefer, because chances are they already have a preferred platform set up and ready to go. Now let's talk about how often you should pay your VA. For new hires, I recommend starting with weekly payments for the first month. It builds trust on both sides. You can make sure the work is getting done and your VA can see that you're reliable. Then after that first month, you can switch to bi-weekly or monthly, depending on what works best for you. Just make sure you communicate the payment schedule clearly before they start working. That way, there's no confusion or misaligned expectations. You should also avoid prepaying for work, especially early on. Paying after tasks are completed or after the first week of work helps protect you from being scammed and also reassures your VA that they're not being scammed either. One of the most common questions I get is, do I need to worry about taxes if I hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines? So a quick disclaimer, I'm not an accountant, so if you have any specific questions, definitely talk to a tax pro. That being said, here's how a lot of US business owners handle it. When you hire a VA from the Philippines, they're usually considered independent contractors, not employees. And since they're not US based, you typically don't need to file a 1099 and their pay is often recorded as a business expense under subcontractors. Many businesses just have their VA sign a W-8 BEN form to confirm they're a foreign contractor. On the Philippine side, they're also considered independent contractors, so you're not responsible for any local employment requirements either. So overall, it's a pretty simple and low stress setup. Just make sure to double check with your accountant if you're unsure. And at this point, you have everything you need to find, hire, and manage a virtual assistant without paying any expensive agency fee. So go ahead and create a free account on RemoteWork.ph and start posting a few jobs. And if you found this video helpful, please click the like button below as it really helps out, and I'll see you in the next one.